Good afternoon, it's Dave Robinson on Friday the 29th of January 2021. I thought I'd give you a bit of an overview today in terms of some of the VBlogs that I intend to post over the next few days and weeks, just to give you a flavour of what you can expect. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the VBlogs that I'll be posting. Hopefully you've found the ones that I've uploaded already of help. But yeah, let me just give you an overview of some of the things that we'll be looking at together. So the next one that I intend to post, probably in the next couple of days, will be entitled The Magic Key. This I initially found out about on the bowelcancer.co.uk website, and it was George Alagaya talking about it. Won't give the game away at this point. But yeah, I think for those of you in a similar situation, it's a very handy tool to have. And yeah, that's the reason that I think it's worth sharing if you're not aware of it. So some of the other titles that I want to cover is my own personal journey from Crohn's to cancer. I want to talk about family and the impact and COVID as well. I also intend to do an interview with my wife along that as well. Yes, probably a separate vlog, but I think it's important to get your partner's perspective on all of this, because they're obviously a key part of your care and your journey. Might even include my girls as well as part of that, because undoubtedly, they are affected by what's been happening. I also want to talk about stoma bags and stoma care, so some perhaps handy tips that you might find helpful from my own personal experience. Support belts is another one. I've yet to fully understand those because I haven't got one yet where I've been measured up. And as and when I get that, which will be in the next couple of weeks, we'll have a bit of a run through on that one. Radiotherapy as well, because I know that following my chemo, it's planned that I have radiotherapy. So as and when that comes up, I'll keep you posted. Another area that I think can be a bit of a maze when you first hear about it is it's called the MDT team. So that's the multidisciplinary team. So when you're getting your diagnosis, this team are key in your planning and next stages. So I just wanted to talk a little around that, because when you're first in that process of being diagnosed, there are lots of terms and people that perhaps you don't understand are part of your journey. Another area, I may or may not touch on this, avoiding cabin fever. Because throughout this course there will be times where your life's changed for a little bit, isn't it? And it's I guess again my own personal experience in trying to avoid that. I also want to talk about cancer diagnosis as well. The waiting time can be quite painful in terms of understanding what your prognosis is, and whether it's treatable, etc. Excuse me. And finally, another one that I want to talk about is staging and diagnosis. Staging is a little bit mystified, really, and sometimes a little bit difficult to interpret. Again, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I can give you probably a little bit of an overview from myself in terms of my staging. Do I fully understand it? Not totally, but hopefully by unpacking what I know, it will be helpful to you, particularly when you get your diagnosis. So that's it for today. Hope you have a good weekend. God bless.